In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, to whom we all have to turn back. Honorable listeners and respectable audience, you know that we have started a series of linguistics. In linguistics, we have commenced the chapter which is syntax. And syntax is the study of the structure of the sentence. Listeners and audience, day before yesterday, you remember that we have commenced the theory that is generative grammar. And after that, we elaborated generative grammar in detail. Like we discussed that how generative grammar defines the rules for another language. How generative grammar tells us about deep structure and surface structure. Listeners and audience, today I am going to tell you and teach you another theory of syntax, which is known as binding theory. Binding theory is concerned with the conditions on the structural relations between nouns. Binding theory is concerned with the conditions by describing the structural relations between nouns. Like in binding theory, we are having three types of noun. Like, first of all, we are talking about or expression, okay. Next, we have pronouns. And third, we have anapores. Listeners and audience, I'm talking here about the three types or the three forms of nouns based on binding theory. So you may give the type nouns and its three forms based on binding theory. Now, you know, whenever we are talking about or expressions include common noun or common names, and also includes proper names. Okay. On the other hand, pronouns include, for example, he, she, it, they, and so on. Whenever we are talking about anapores refer to the suffix self. It refers to the suffix self, like himself. The suffix self with pronoun like himself, herself, itself, yes, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, you know, whenever we are talking about the or expressions, so or expression, they are actually referring to the entities, someone or some things which are present, or someone or some things which are real in the physical world or in the real world. Same is the case when we are talking about pronouns. Pronouns is actually referring back to someone after a sentence or which are previously mentioned. Pronouns or a pronoun refers to someone back which is already mentioned previously or mentions in a sentence. But remember, here in pronouns, it does not mentions in the same sentence. Pronoun refers back to someone or which is already previously mentioned in a sentence, but it does not refers to someone in the same sentence. For example, I see Aslam is my friend. He is happy. Listeners and audience, in this sentence you see Aslam. Here Aslam is our expression and it is proper noun, proper name. And here you see he, this he refers back to Aslam. So that's why it is pronoun. But this he, which is pronoun, it refers back to Aslam, but it does not refers back to Aslam in the same sentence. Here we started another sentence. Okay, it may refers back to someone or something in a sentence, but not in the same sentence, not in the same class. Okay, coming to anapores. Anapores is little bit different from these two. Anapore also refers to someone or something back, but it refers to someone or something back in the same sentence, not in another sentence. For example, if you say Aslam, Aslam talk, talks to himself. So here you see, here himself refers back to Aslam. Aslam refers to our expression, but here himself has mentioned in the same sentence. You can't mention this himself in another sentence. Yes, you may use instead of Aslam like pronoun. He, for example, he talks to himself. So this himself refers back to pronoun. I think this is clear now. However, what is the further explanation? What is the further expression of binding theory? We will explain it further in the next or in the upcoming lecture. Hope that this topic is clear to you.